Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I am your host, the Desert Fox. Now time for episode 44 of Railroader. We are joined here tonight with Zach, JJ, and Gizmo. Say hello everyone. And I'm afraid for Gizmo.
Goodbye.
Hello, everyone. Goodbye.
Hello, world of the internet. I hope you are satisfied with your daily activities, because if you're not, Sir Fox, we'll have to do something about it. Hopefully it doesn't involve bending over, because back work is hard work.
Gizmo couldn't have said it any better. I hope you've all had a fantastic day. For me locally, we had fantastic weather, 2 days in a row. No eclipse today for me. Damn it, no 2 eclipses in a row. Just dumb and. But we're back here on the GLR. It's 2 in the morning on the game of the morning of day 40. What is it? 46 or 47?
Yeah.
I think it's day 46. And
We're
then-
currently on day 46.
Yeah.
Day 46 has just started. 6 minutes past 2 a.m. Day 46. Keep it going. GLR20, keep it going.
Keeping the
We will
going.
be breaking down what's going on here in just a moment.
All right, we've got about 10 cars to go. 10 cars to go.
Right.
3 to go. 2 to go. 1 to go.
No doze.
All
Yes.
of there anyway
Someone
there.
did say trains. Yes, someone did say trains. Hello, buddy. How we doing tonight?
Tweet.
So we were
Rush
getting stuff set up here in the background. Where is my train?
Where is it?
My engine is very far away. So yes, we are going to be starting myself tonight. We're going to be starting with 3232 over here at Connolly Creek. We're going to be doing a log run back down to the Whittier Sawmill. Then
Yeah, no, it does.
we will
Yeah,
be
bring it forward.
just bouncing around here and there and everywhere, trying to get these trains hauled and taken care of.
GLR20,
Bring it
clear to go
forward.
forward into the sidings.
JJ and Zach are up at Alarka Junction.
It's training day.
It's qualifications day.
1, 2.
And then Gizmo has not hopped in the game yet. I don't think she'll be. I don't know if she'll be joining us, but she's hanging out in chat.
$7.30? Almost. You're pretty much equal to me.
Qualification day.
Qualification. Yeah,
There we
yeah.
go. There we go.
There it is.
You have.
Righto, hold it anywhere there.
You're at over 730 hours, and you are on your abusive railroad. Wait, are you saying that you're abusive to your railroad, or your railroad is abusive to you, or your staff is abusive to you? See, Gizmo, what we do is we get a bunch of koalas, and
No,
we have them race. And then the winner has a name attached to...
Stop the train. Stop the train. GLR20. You're rolling back.
why?
Why? Because I need to do shit. I'm going in between. That's why you stop the train.
No. Why was it rolling back?
Because you weren't in control.
Oh, yeah, Larka Junction's got a grade.
Yeah. You,
They
you,
have-
you can't rely entirely on the. You've got to be there watching what everything is doing. If you need to move a control on the slider. If you are in AI mode and it stops, but it doesn't put on the brakes, you can just put the independent brake on and it'll keep it.
Ah,
So, but yeah, you have to try and pay attention. You can't just go, well, the AI doesn't want to stop, so I'm not going to do anything about it.
that makes more sense.
Because the game is still in development, and therefore there are a few things that can possibly go wrong.
And then I chuckle a little bit about them when they happen. We all have a little chuckle. We all learn a little bit.
Bringing it back.
Bring that
July
ass
20,
on
clear to go
back
back.
now, 20.
Please don't. I mean, that's all well and good to make a joke, but that's an actual instruction that you just gave. Which, if he was paying attention, he might have actually done it. Try not to do that, Fox.
My apologies. My apologies. Don't want to confuse nobody.
That's what I'm saying.
I listened to one person and one person only.
Well, it'd be nice if it was me.
It's
I'd
Gizmo.
hold it there anywhere you knife. Well, yeah, I was going to say.
So, all right. So while these two are talking
Hold
and
it.
doing their work, I'll talk to chat, and I'll do my work.
Speaking of work, Gizmo is inquiring as to what are you doing?
I am taking 3232 Roxanne, picking up the line 3 cars and bringing them down. And to answer the question, it was because they were due to come down.
94%.
No. I had accidentally let the engine roll down the hill not while I was setting the stream up and whatnot and this thing. And Nodos, your last service, you got 202 cars. What do you
Way
mean?
to push forward.
That doesn't... explain.
Well, yeah, if some people have mods where they have more than 1 or 2 or even 3 interchanges. And that also could be accumulative over several servicings. Like, you get 68 and then you get another 68.
Like as soon as you
30,
pull
get
that
another
first
60
68,
something.
yeah. Because like I the way I'd imagine it working is like you have to pull out
There's
those cars.
Colonel Will.
Colonel Will, good evening, my friend. Good evening. Hope you're having a good night.
Anywhere there, GLR 20.
Because like my assumption with that would be Nodos is that one of your places you had to pull out all the cars and then more cars propagated right as like a couple of seconds after you pulled that first cutout, right?
I'm sitting on.
Or it's like a trigger that you can activate, or you.
GLR 20, you're good to go back. We're going to Alaka.
Because even with what we run on the GLR, I don't think I've seen bigger than like combined like 110 between both interchanges. So to get 202 is insane, man. Absolutely insane. Yes. But I hope everyone is having a good evening or a good morning, wherever you're at on the planet. And thank you for stopping by. Thank you for hanging out. And yeah, be playing this for a little while, running with the boys, and we're getting close to the new interchange day, so just getting some odds and ends done on the overnight crew shift. Hope it's not too dark for you. This is even still with me adjusting the brightness. It is still a little dark. So I hope it's not too bad. It's at least tolerable. But if something needs to be adjusted, I will.
Interesting. Where are they? They must be up the hill.
Holy crap, dude.
There are hoppers.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
close
you,
enough.
you have, so, yeah, sorry, yeah. 202 cars, all tier 5 with the Robinson Gap coal mod that adds 70 to 100 a day. So there's your other cars, because we're pretty much running tier 5 everything minus what they have just recently added to the game.
One, sorry to interrupt there. I would like you just briefly, Zach, to join the crew for a Larka sub, please.
Well, that's not helping you guys not being able to see either. But, well, Colonel, let me dial it in, because I'm still, like, working on getting my night settings kind of dialed in for you guys. So I'll mess with it just a little bit.
And
so this
if
is
you could press the T key, please, Zach.
how's that? Can you see now? If you can't,
I see it.
I grant thee light. Tree. I saw the tree. Here. It might be a little easier if I do that. Because the way I had it dialed in a couple of streams ago, I really liked, because it looked like the brightness of a full moon, where you can.
I still don't understand any of this, whatever you guys are saying, because I can see everything just fine on his screen. It's like a very well lit, moonlit night. I can see the whole lot. I can count the number of leaves on the trees. I can see everything.
Yeah, that's fair. I because of like how the GLR runs,
Can we go more than 15, please?
I can't afford to really run
Look, I get that being safe, and I get that fuel consumption and everything, but people do need to be able to go line speed as well. It's like driving on a freeway. Driving below the speed limit will get you a better fuel consumption, but it'll also get you a rear fucking front to rear collision from behind.
Every day on
Time-
I-94.
Timetables and other trains on the network and everything. You got to be willing to go line speed. Whoops.
Yeah. You don't gotta worry about, wrecking nothing. It's okay. You're safe. You can do the speed limit. There's no police.
Well, police wouldn't do anything for you doing the speed limit anyway. It's when you're not doing the speed limit that police have a problem. And you can be charged with dangerous driving for doing below the speed limit. So
But
depending on how far below the speed limit.
I
IRL,
will
there
grant you the
is-
points. I will grant the points that you are unfamiliar with this end of the map. So I understand if you are cautious about something, a certain area, because it is new to you, I understand, and I know JJ understands as well. I'm not trying to speak for him, but
Sure.
Everyone,
but
everyone's at a different point in the game, so it's,
if you were operating in first-person manual mode, I could accept that. Not a problem. Route familiarization would definitely be a thing. But when you're in AI road mode, you personally might not be familiar with the layout of the track, but the AI driver is.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, see, like, even with my contrast and all my brightness adjustments for the night shift, see, like, this shot's not bad. You can see what I'm doing. You can see where I'm at. I'm out in the bright, it's a moonlit night. But over here, like, where I was actually working, it's really, really difficult to see. No matter what you do, it's just difficult to see. Phantom.
So I should keep that
What is that?
fader
Phantom
maxed
Gaming
then.
HD. Every state has their own minimum speed limits, but
missed
most
that.
don't
Say again?
post them. Yes, this
I
is
should
very
keep
true. This is
that
very true.
fader up unless I'm expecting to stop.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you can set the max speed slider all the way to 45. It will never exceed the speed limit, and it will never exceed a safe speed. The AI driver won't. So you can just set it to 45, and away you go.
Yep.
If anything happens, it is a game bug, and should not have happened. The game is not designed to do that, and it is a bug. It is not something that you can really
Control.
kind of control or predict against. If it happened, there's no reason why it would be prevented by setting the max speed to something else.
I think in Indiana, though, to give you a rebuttal there, Phantom. In Indiana, I think the minimum speed you have to go on the highway on an interstate is 45. Your vehicle must be able to hit 45 or 50 and maintain it.
Sure, I don't know why you're rebuttaling what Phantom said. That's in agreement.
I'm just sharing and adding to it, I guess. Maybe I just worded that wrong.
Yes.
Picked the wrong word, but y'all know what I was meaning.
Well, if you're picking the wrong words, no one knows what you're meaning because you're using the wrong words.
Yeah, that's true.
Why are you
With the photo ID thing, with the 50,
open?
I think here in Indiana, it's got to be 250 cc or 100 cc or
You
more.
need a photo ID.
You need a photo ID.
Anyway, GLR 20, you are clear to go forward. We want to go 5 car lengths, please.
But yes, Colonel Will. The AI
ahead,
did derail one of our passenger trains, like Demon/Gizmo said. Really odd situation. Can't really make those kind of things up. They just was one of those like freak, no idea what the fuck kind of happened.
Right, hold of there.
So we
Bring it
have
back
that
5 car
one.
lengths, please.
We have the one car in the shop being repaired.
Fix what? Gizmo?
Well, thank you, Phantom. I appreciate that, buddy. Welcome to the GLR, by the way.
Oh. Yeah, did we use console commands to repair the cars? I believe you did. I didn't do it.
No, I did
Or
not either.
was I going to do it? Oh, we'll do that at some point.
I know. It's on the
Oh,
list, Giz. It's on our list.
Clear to go forward 5 cars.
We will. Thank you for the follow, Phantom. Thank you for the follow. I'm running the logging cars that hold more in the pulpwood gondolas. Are you using mods?
Oh, no phantom.
Right, hold it there. GLR20, hold it there. Clear to come back.
And yes, thank you for the follow there, Phantom. So
Give
I'm
me
assuming you're using the mods for that then.
7 car legs, please.
And then yes, no one was near it. No other train.
Phantom chose the wrong person to follow.
Ouch. So mean, Gizmo.
2 cars to go. 1 to go.
They do that route 20 times a day, and it just decided, nope, today gonna crash. Yeah, that
Hold
was
it anywhere there, please.
that's kind of what happened with ours. I run the passenger train, or me. If it's not me, it's JJ. If it's not JJ, it is Gizmo. If one of us isn't
Actually,
running the passenger,
if it's not Gizmo, it's anyone else who's available.
yeah, and if it's not Gizmo, it's literally anybody else that can run a passenger train safely.
Look, we're going forwards, 5 car legs, please.
And-
GLR20.
It just randomly decided to go kaboom one day, and it just we were running like we had already done all of our we would cross the map east to west like 4 times on the whole day, and then it just randomly decided to go boom. Oh, you got the mod conflict
Right,
figured
hold it
out.
anywhere there, please.
Oh, awesome, buddy, awesome.
Bring it back to couple up to that tank car, please.
Oh, sorry, I don't mean to talk over you.
It's alright, you're streaming. Unless you mute yourself on Discord, it's gonna happen.
I can go to push to talk if you need me to, on Discord.
It would be nice,
Yeah. I can. Let me go get a key binding.
but I mean, I'm not doing anything important, just trying to run your railroad for you. Oh, balls.
It was a complete new purchase of a train, and it only made 1 round trip.
Bring it
And
back
it
2
was
feet, please.
25% on the next round trip, and it went kablooey.
Testing the button.
I can hear you now. Testing.
All right. Cool. So there we go.
Right, hold it there. This time, I'll press the right thing instead of accidentally decoupling.
Well, like I was
Bring
saying, though,
forward. We're going 20 cars.
it's a good thing that you got the
Back onto the main
mods
line.
figured out. I am not running any mods, and I'm trying as hard as possible not to use sandbox
I'll
mode
just respond in whistles.
whatsoever.
You are so rude, JJ. That would mean I have to turn the sound on the stream just to hear what Fox is saying.
No.
If Fox wanted, no,
I
if
was
Fox
thinking
needs to
about
talk
doing
to-
this for a while. It's nothing personal.
Fox is talking to chat, and if Fox wants to talk to us specifically for anything game related,
I need to be able. He needs to be able to talk and teach. I need to be able to talk to chat and listen to what's going on around, and I need them both to be happening simultaneously.
right, hold on there. Right, bring it back.
What
20 cars.
what
please.
day am I on? JJ, what day are we on?
You can just say righto. 46.
We're on day 46.
You are allowed to talk, Zach.
I know.
Just starting the whistle codes.
That's actually pretty funny. You got his
Just
whistle
admit
codes.
it. JJ is a pound-pushing rude person.
I may have been a little frustrated when I said it. I mean, in the end, it's Fox's session and it's Fox's stream, and Fox can say, no, you shut the fuck up at any time. And there's fuck all I can do about it.
See? It's just easier for me to hit the 1 key instead of doing that.
Speaking of one can't go.
I like your response, JJ. She looks unfinished.
We're saying
That's
just ending
probably
day
true.
7, Andrews. How did you get Andrews opened in day 7?
Yeah, how did you do that?
That shouldn't be possible, Will.
No Dose, I agree with you. I love the abuse. I love this is single-handedly the healthiest addiction
even
I've had ever. Of all the addictions I think you can have in your life, this might be the
buying
healthiest.
the next phase of each upgrade all along the way, the minute the previous one finishes, and then getting a still shouldn't be possible.
Yeah, can I'm
Anyway.
a little confused. How did you mathematically get that open?
Clear forward GLR20. Okay.
Huh. Okay.
Evidently, it's possible.
Cool. Well, all right. Is this that car? If this is that car that's been giving me all these problems and dropping my railroads freight performance, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. Unless it's secretly all of the Silva Interchange cars. And they're finally just starting to get upset that, you know, these companies are like, hey, where's our fucking rail car?
Anyway then.
Hey, is there any chance you think that the outbound railroads are getting upset that their cars aren't being returned and that's why we're taking a freight performance penalty?
I'm
No.
gonna call them a liar.
Fortunately, that's not how the game's programmed. Other operators don't have feelings.
Trains Anonymous. Hi, my
Need to
name.
come back. We're going up the hill.
Hi, my name is Jeff, and I'm a train addict. Yes. Hi, my name is Desert, and I'm addicted to trains. Guys, my name is Desert, and I'm addicted to trains.
Oh.
The only issue I would say with this game is that it does consume so much real life time. Because, you know, we're playing 1-to-1, so, like, you know, we started this stream at, what time did I start it? 28 minutes ago? But when I fired it up, I fired the server up 2 hours ago. So I think we're all just train addicts. Oh, shoot. What do you do, Nodos? And also, yeah, I do hear, like, Factorio is even worse in terms of a time sink. This isn't, like, War Thunder time sink grindy, where you can, like, drop 3,000 hours into this before you realize you dropped 3,000 hours into this. This is, like... I'll just be transparent with you. I'll pull up my Steam and I'll tell you. I am at 576.1 hours. Oh, fucking ad. I'm going to take a quick sip of drink before I continue.
Righto, GLR20. Keep going. We're going over the next set of points.
Cappy.
All right, hold it there.
All right, so sorry.
Bring
I
it
just
forward
seen-
5
I-
car lengths to couple up.
I just seen there was an annoying ass ad break. Sorry about that. So yeah, I was saying that I've got 576.1 hours in this, and I'll be completely transparent with you. Of that 576.1 hours of it, I have physically felt the repercussions of about 350 to 375 of those hours. Meaning loss of sleep, X, Y, and Z, long nights, 22-hour days, running on 3 hours of sleep to go to work and work 12s, 10s and 12s, You're going to be a 1G smog technician, smogging vehicles when people have to do their registration. Oh, so you're like an emissions tester.
Right, clear to go forward.
Interesting.
We're heading up to M2.
My state, in the state I live in, Indiana, there's only
Oops.
2 counties that have to do emissions testing, and I live in
Slightly
one of
less
them.
than clear. My apologies.
Uh,
There we go. Now we're clear.
JJ, I'm pretty sure has, I think he's right around there. He's like 740, 750, 730, somewhere in there. And then Colonel Will, 250 hours. Impressed with my friend. I think our buddy Zach here has about 250. Which industry drives you the most crazy? If I have to shunt it, it would probably be Snowbird and Parsons Tan, like Silver Paperboard and Parsons Tannery, or the stuff at Bryson, like by the tender house, by the engine house. Let me ask the boys. Boys,
Yeah.
of all of the work, boys and lady, I apologize.
Yeah, she's one of the boys.
She's one of the boys. I just being respectful. All right, crew.
Mm.
Of all of the shunting operations on the map that you have personally played, what is each of your least, like the one that drives you the most crazy?
Of the ones that I have done, Silver Paperboard.
I do agree. Like Silver Paperboards. So like for me, it's Dillsboro west or east of it, and it's only because I have. A lot of times I will self-impose, stick myself down there, because it's usually like the last place that gets allocated to someone to work. And I love shunting and train making in Dillsboro Yard, but going down to Silver Paperboard or Parsons Tannery and digging the cars out and doing all that bullshit just drives me up the wall because there's only one way in and one way out.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to organize anything in East Whittier Yard is a pain because you don't have any options for different roads. You've got 2 roads. Meaning,
That's fair.
You've got a very short, very, very, very short third road. So trying to reorder things is really difficult to do. It can be done, but it's just, Alaka is a bit of a pain for me, but it's. I mean, I don't dislike any location. There are some which I enjoy more than others. East Whittier and Whittier Town are probably the ones that I enjoy the least.
Yeah.
Ella can be a pain because it's out of the way. Same with Slave Micro and Schist. Keep going a couple up GLR20.
None drive you
I
crazy.
enjoy Andrew's Snowbird paper the most.
I have kind of like, I do like, in the last couple of times I've been over there in the West, I do like having Snowbird paper, the Nantahala, and the Hewitt shunting. I like that like nice little clip of stuff.
I'm technically not a trained person whatsoever, so technically none of these bug the shit out of me because they're all easy once you work out the patterns.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. That's completely fair. Oh gosh. For the record, it's not an hours war, guys. It's not. No Doze, you are gonna have almost over 900 hours this weekend. That's fucking insane. Pardon my French.
Yeah, I've.
But I'm gonna say
3,000 hours? No, fuck off. No, you don't. If you're talking about Amber, she's got just over 1,000. I can't remember exactly how many hours she exactly has but it's not that. So on the Railroader Discord, there are a number of people who are more prolific in their postings than other people. One of them, with a purple name, because she is a server booster. And on the Railroader channel, you get a purple name if you are a server booster, who goes by the name of Amber. She has hours. From
Yeah, no. So the longest I've ever had the game running on my computer was
yesterday.
19 hours.
As of yesterday, she was 10 hours away from passing 1,300 hours.
Holy shit, dude. So yeah, no. Longest I've ever had the game running concurrently was 19 hours. We had a really good stream, and the gang was having a really good session, and it was really late. I had to go lay down, but I did not want to ruin the fun, so I left the game running, and then everyone just kind of kept playing on it for about. I mean, I'm talking. You guys played on it for probably another 6 hours, at minimum. And then I woke up. This was at like 7 in the morning, and then I woke up at like 1, and I think you had just left the game a few minutes prior to me getting up. JJ did, and then yeah, I just had to shut the game off. I had to physically shut the game off, like forcing it through the task manager, because like my computer was just dying. It was exhausted. But the problem was like there's certain times where I'll leave the game running.
I was gonna ask if you were muted, JJ.
No, I'm not muted.
I will be playing, or I'll like have to go do something and run away for a little while and go do an errand, and then the game runs for 2 hours.
I just asked if she could let us know when she passes 1,300 hours. She said she already passed it.
Yeah, I think he's muted cause we haven't heard him in a while.
No, I was just distracted. Righto, clear to go back. We're heading back down to the yard.
But in terms of...
I was trying to mess with him.
Yeah. The people in the Railroader Discord brag about having 200 hours in the game. And they all brag about having 1,500 ton, 2,000 ton trains. And I laugh. app myself.
What storage tracks are you talking about, NoDoz? I'm actually a little confused. I know for streaming,
Yeah, you can tell when children get bored, when they gotta add mods to their game.
no.
I don't think the vanilla game's good enough. I'm going to improve it.
Don't be bitter. Don't be bitter, gang. So, in terms of like the longest we've done a stream, my longest stream is about 9.5 hours. I did it in this game, and then I with JJ, we did like a 2-day stint where I did a 6-hour stream from like 10:30 to 5 in the morning. Like it was like just shy of 7 hours.
The game to where it's better in some stupid way.
And then JJ started up a stream at like 5 in the morning my time.
These are all.
And then he started his stream. I played with him for a few minutes.
You can fuck right off Steam.
And then basically sat in chat all night,
No,
modding
there's
and
different
talking
reasons,
and
sure.
whatnot. And then hopped in, played with him while he was streaming. Still streaming when I woke up, like 7-8 hours later. And played with him till I go to work.
Right,
Streamed
hold
with
it
him
there.
till I had to go to
GLR
work.
20, bring it back.
And then he played till
Clear
I
to
got
go
home,
forward.
which was
The end
2
of
in the morning
yard.
my time. And then I started at like 1, 2 in the morning
Clear
my time.
forward
And
into the
then
yard.
he kept going with his stream. And then he ended his stream when I woke back up the following morning, 31 hours later. And then we fired up. I fired up a power hour, which I think was like episode 11, 10 or 11, maybe 12. So this is very early in the series.
The
JJ,
longest I did straight on Railroads Online was about 2 hours, and I regretted that. Actually, that's not true, but slinging shade at the game. Go ahead, Fox. Sorry.
did I
Nope.
I know this is gonna be probably a bit hard to remember exactly, but after your 31-hour stream that we did after my 6-hour stream, at the very end of that, when you ended your stream, I refired my stream, right? For like a power hour or something prior to work, but you were completely tapped out, right?
I don't recall.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like, it's in that part of my brain where it's like, it's a little fuzzy. Give me, ask me again in 6 months, and I'll somehow know every single detail of this story. Exactly, it's this weird little thing I've got where if I can't remember something right this second, like, ask me again in like an hour or two, and I'll be able to recount every single goddamn detail. You have played 52 hours of
Clear for
Railroads
another
Online
10 cars to couple up.
consecutively. 52 hours of Railroads Online. That's madness, correct?
That's how long it'd take me to get just a fucking... For me to be happy with something from the freight depot to the sawmill, and maybe the sawmill, but yeah, from the forest to the sawmill. I might be happy with something then, maybe.
Now, one game once the GLR Discord server actually gets a bit, beefier down the line, one thing I thought about doing was for people that wanted to do Minecraft, there is the trains thing, and I've seen some really cool content with
I need to
that.
go back GLR 20.
Which, that might be something a year or two down the road. And then, see people
Weekends exist, Gizmo. Weekends exist. Or a long weekend in that case. A long weekend.
I mean, Gizmo.
People have holidays.
I mean, all right. So Gizmo, to be fair, I mean, I work 4 days a week. I get 3 days off. That gives me 72 hours guaranteed playtime. But that doesn't mean I'm going to play for 72 hours.
All right, hold it there. Let it go forwards. So what we're doing right now, Zach, is we're just separating the cars into the two different interchanges, of course. Until next month.
Wrong way.
Yes.
I put it in
we wanna
reverse
go
by accident.
Yeah, we want to go forwards.
I clicked forwards and then I clicked reverse.
So, yeah, like I said, what we're doing here is we're separating the Andrews interchange from the Silver interchange, so that they're all in one big group. And then we're going to hook them together, and then we're going to take them up to Alaka Junction.
I think the longest I have ever heard someone being up was my buddy in high school. I worked with this kid. I didn't work with him, but I was friends with him. I'm sorry. I was friends with this kid, and he worked at the hospital as one of those suicide.
Fox. Can't be. Yeah, got to be happy with that. July 20, clear to go back. 10 car lengths.
So he worked on the pardon me for saying it, but he worked on the suicide prevention wing. You know, like he worked in that department. Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. Okay. And he was up for work. I mean, he was up for like 3 days straight. I think he said he was clocked in for 68 hours just sitting there watching people.
Anyway there.
All of the other people in his department
about 10 car lengths.
were effectively, they all ended up getting sick. Every one of them but him. So he was the last one available. So he had to watch effectively a whole wing for 3 days by himself. Like, obviously, like, he had doctors and stuff doing their jobs and all that stuff, and nurses and all that other crap. But, I mean, like, he doing his specific job, his specific task, which was just sit in the room and watch them, like, effectively make sure that they don't hurt themselves at night. He had to do an entire stint with a bunch of people for X amount of,
3 cars to go, 3 cars to couple up.
I remember this because he called me.
No, 1
He
car
called
to
me
go,
when
half a car.
because they allowed him to go home for like 3 or 4 days, and then so he calls me up
4,
and he goes,
3,
"Hey, you want to go golfing?"
2 feet short.
And I go, "Golfing?
Of course.
When do you golf?" And he goes, "I don't know. I got the money. I just got paid a shitload of money. Let's go golfing." And I'm like, "Okay, let's go try some balls then."
Yeah. Going on here. Righto, disconnecting the locomotive. Clear, and to go back, we are going to run around.
Oh, jeez.
And we're going to hook up to GCL
Nose. You're not the only one that suffers from insomnia, and just in this chat. I mean, I have it. Several others in the chat have it. In the Discord, I should say.
NoDoz is a product you can get over the counter at service stations, petrol stations, gas stations, as you like to call a liquid over there, gas for some reason. And NoDoz, I don't know if you can get it in the US or not, but it's vile stuff that's basically just caffeine pills. There's two different types. There's no dose and no dose plus, I think, which the plus also has nicotine in it. And it does absolutely nothing for you.
Because if it's going to be bad for you, it might as well have nicotine too.
If it's going to be bad for you, I might as well do nothing.
And yes, if you are extremely tired, like staying up super late, your mind will play tricks on you. The latest I've ever stayed up.
I can't remember exactly what the numbers are, but at a certain point, fatigue will cause the same effects as intoxication.
I think it's after. I mean, I think it can start after 24 hours, but it doesn't like truly get bad till I think 48. So like it just depends, because I can when it kicks in and it flares up.
Well, when my back's slightly less fucked, I will. Gizmo. I look forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if that is one way.
Yeah, well, my
that is
involves me just sitting on my ass all day for 14 hours. So, hooray for that.
Holy shit. You can drink a couple of rock stars and go straight to bed? That's harsh. No, I can't do that. No, Giz. I would say...
Right, you're clear there. Bring it back.
I would say, though, yeah, like, obviously, the main objective for it would be the constant wearing yourself out to the point, like,
I'm thinking no doses from Australia.
Your body physically just goes... Bleh. Why do you think nose dose is from Australia?
Global energy, no.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair. That's why I like during the day, if the sun's up and I'm playing video games, I mix my housework, like my chores and shit, with my gaming. So it's like, like when I like there'll be certain times like I won't do them on camera because obviously I'm streaming now, but like if I'm playing this and I'm waiting on something, I'll go clean the cat box, or I'll cut the grass, or I'll fucking wash the dishes, or cook dinner, or X, Y, and Z, and this thing and that thing, and so on and so forth, you know.
Alright. Clear to go forward, on back onto the ladder track. Just a guess. Cease and desist from leads.
I'm running the pulpwood train back down to silver paperboard. Fuck, wait, no, I don't think I can.
Right, you're clear there. Hold it there. Clear to come back. 10 cars to couple up.
I don't think I can do a passenger express run.
Yeah.
It's been sitting here, and I think in the whole train of 865 seats, I think there's maybe 10 people on it.
Good chunk. Alright, that's going to be there. And you are.
Fuck. Okay.
11. How many we got? 12. One missing.
Motherfucker.
You son of a bitch. What? Why is it there? Well, anyway, doesn't matter. It can fucking stay there, piece of shit. You're clear to go back to Alaka Junction, GLR 20. Bell.
I agree. Normal is boring.
That's good. That's good. I believe we have Andrews at the family.
Did you guys finish up at Alarka yet?
Yep, you're right.
What's that? Oh, wait. Shit, I forgot to push the talk. Are you guys finished up at Alarka yet?
We're just bringing the interchange stuff from Alaka to Alaka Junction. Then we'll be taking GLR 20 back to Alaka, where it can sit at the engine shed until it's needed again.
Okay. Which way do you want to go after that? You want to go east? Do you want to go west?
I will have a look to see what needs doing after that, and then I'll start doing it. And then I haven't looked yet.
I'm taking that Pulpwood train down to at least Barker's to grab those other cars, and then I'll take it down to Dillsborough Yard. Refill these engines while I wait for that express train, I guess.
Which express train?
I'm doing the Silva to Andrews experiment, express only. Like the
Oh, right, okay.
yeah, but it's been sitting there for 2 hours and only has 10 passengers out of a possible 865. So yeah, no dudes. What part of the world are you from, friend? And do you have a favorite railroad? Or a favorite railroad livery? And for anyone else in chat, do you have a favorite railroad that you had growing up? Or favorite railroad livery you had growing up? I know mine was BNSF. Or Burlington Northern, I'm sorry.
I may have to head off.
That's fine.
I'm not sure yet. But I figure I'd give you a heads up just in case I do have to go.
Oh, dude, that's pretty dope. West Coast, what's up? Cheers to you. And it is about the top of the hour. And if you have made it to the top of the hour, whether here on the Twitch side of things, first of all, thank you very much. Y'all are awesome. And y'all are some madmen. Because I know this stuff it's time consuming. So thank you. I appreciate it. And if you're on the YouTube side of things, you're watching this at any point in the future, whether that be tomorrow, a year from now, 5 years from now, 20 years from now, thank you so much for stopping by. I am your host, Desert Fox. You're hanging out with the GLR crew. You're hanging out with the chat. In spirit, I know, not live. But if you're enjoying this content, why don't you comment down below what your favorite railroad scheme growing up was. And tonight, with a Panzerkampfwagen wir aus 5F2 or F52 Panzerkampfwagen 4 F2. Why don't you smash that like button, destroy that subscribe, and obliterate that bell icon. If I can get through it. Word vomit. I hate it. That is something I'm gonna segue here now. I'm gonna segue into something. I hate, as I've gotten older now, as I've started to get close to 30, into my late 20s, and I'm into my, I'm gonna be in my 30s here in a couple of years. The amount of times I word vomit. It's fucking infuriating. No does. Design-wise, I like Norfolk Southern, but saw Burlington Northern, Santa Fe, and Southern Pacific when I was a kid. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love all of them. Hoping we can get liveries on this game for the locomotives and tenders. I agree I think the only downside to it is that like
Keep it going, GLR20.
steam train, steam engines are usually all black. I know certain ones are painted and this, that, and the other thing, like special trains, the Daylight Special, the Hiawatha, the Zephyr, X, Y, and Z. But I think steam engines would be a little hard to do liveries for. But seeing diesels in liveries, if I wanted to do like a Burlington Northern consist of GP9s, that'd be dope. Or a full even like a full brand customizing little workshop type thing, like a little paint box, lets you create your logo.
5 to go. 5 car lengths to go.
I never saw any Southern
3 car lengths to
Pacific.
go.
And I've only seen Santa Fe as BNSF.
Alright, hold it anywhere there, whenever you're ready.
I never saw it as just Santa Fe.
Clear to come back, reverse for 20 car.
The GP38 mod is really good looking. Now, just out of curiosity, how much of a pain in the ass is it to get mods working for this game? Like, what is the process? Is there a lot of I gotta move a file here and a file there, and
1 car to go.
or is it like you gotta get a whole ass
5, 4, 3,
third
2,
party
1.
thing, or
Bang.
the 44-ton switcher mod? Don't we have a 44-ton switcher?
Righto, GLR20, you are clear to go forward off the ladder track. We are going to shunt back onto 2 road. Righto, hold up there. Clear to come back for 10 car lengths.
I know we have the SW1. I guess what I'm asking is, what's the difference between the 44-ton switcher mod and the SW1? Or the 080 steam switcher, the S51? Is there... I guess my question about it is there an actual practical use for it? Or is this more of does this fall into the category of mod of if you want something extremely specific? Oh, okay. So this is more of a physical layout. Okay. So this kind of falls... It's one of those almost like an aesthetic mod. It works. It's a working engine, but it would be more for someone who prefers having that engine, correct? Because I'm going to be honest with you, I just buy the shit. As boring as that sounds. So I have recently in the Railroader dedicated Discord posted a couple of ideas for potential And I need
All
before
right,
I
GR
go
20.
an inch further, I want to state that it would be
I'm
these
gonna take
both
the
of these
score
kind of ideas fall into the game is almost complete, if not, it is at a point where they're into their final 10 updates for the entire game's life. I established
pull
that.
forward back onto the main line.
I'm going to let that sink in for a second. So we are fast forward now into the lifespan of this game. We're at the end of the game's life. Last 10 updates. The 10th update or somewhere in there, there's one called Murphy, where you expand the line kind of as a proof of concept, and it acts as a second to last boss, kind of like a quote-unquote boss for the whole map. It's really difficult, and you can't just unlock it or cheat it in,
Here we go,
There's a set way of doing it. And then I created one with the idea of expanding the line as the final boss, the final milestone to Asheville, the whole line to Asheville, giving us a big city, giving us a massive yard. I'm talking the biggest yard in the whole game.
You're clear to go backwards. We're going all the way back to Alaka
Engine
Junction.
services, the works,
I'm gonna have to leave.
All right, not a problem. Leave it there, and I'll take control.
Zach, thank you for hanging out, buddy.
No problems.
You get yourself a good night rest.
Hopefully.
All right. But yeah, no.
You have a good one.
It would be to Asheville, and then you as well, brother. I hope you have a great night. One second. Okay. I should be back. Alright, there we go. No more push to talk. So yeah, no. I have created the Asheville one, which is the final boss, and the way that one works is it's like $1 million. It is 100 cars at minimum. You cannot unlock it until you have purchased all of the other milestones, and it cannot be cheated in any way. It is hard-coded this way. So you can't just start with it. It serves for all of us as the final boss. This is the end of the game. This is the hardest thing to get. We've been working our ass. Everyone's on their own railroads with their crews, busting their asses to do this. And it's a really, really hard challenge. I like this game because it challenges us. It challenges Gizmo. It challenges me. It challenges JJ. Challenges everyone. Challenges Nodos. Challenges everyone. And I thought of this from like a retro gaming perspective of this game reminds me of... Now, Gizmo, you're just saying that, God damn it. Don't be difficult. Let me make my point. Gizmo, you were fighting yourself with the MU.
Moo.
But anyway, I digress with that. Point being is like, I created that idea for, this is the end of the game. There's nothing else. This is it. Excuse me for just a second. I gotta go see if the cats are fighting. Jesus, you passed out 3 times on JJ server. Okay. Go check this passenger train. So where are you at right now?
Lager.
All right. I hopped over in 10 at the west end. There was a couple more cars that propagated that ticked over, so I'm going to get them finished. Oh, you fucking spastic hand angle cock. Every stream, there's one. I don't know how I started this awful streak, but I've started this awful streak of just fucking up an angle cock at least once a stream. Since I had to start over since the last mod conflict, I'm getting my milestones done before I take contracts. So are you just doing logs and passengers then? Like you're... Or are you just doing passenger trains?
That's going to be very slow going, no, Doge.
You are a fucking madman, dude.
I mean, it is one way of doing it.
My hat goes off to you for that. Cheers, bro. Cheers. That's dedication to the craft. How many days in on this project are you? All right, wow, that sounded strong. Let me re-ask that a little nicer. How many days are you into on this project?
That's exactly the same way.
No, I can tell in my own tone of voice too. I could tell in my like
same
on my
words,
end.
different tone.
Yeah. I could tell in my own tone of voice that I had accidentally chose the tone I didn't want to use. Well, story-wise, the government granting you a massive loan to start up a railroad that's completely in shambles makes a little bit of sense. Besides, I'm assuming you're streaming this because you're in day 9 now. So Gizmo, there is one way of doing it. So if you are doing it if you're doing it strictly in company mode, it will probably take you 30 days in game. But that's 30 days working as hard, as fast as possible without wrecking everything. Treating it like you're actually, like, quote-unquote at work. I can make that argument. That guesstimate. 'Cause that's I mean, how long have we had Andrews? About 7-8 days now? In game?
Maybe, yeah, roughly. Thought it was a little more than that.
Maybe, I think it's closer to 10 days. I think we got it at like 35 or 36. Oh, okay. So this is like you're building this one for your streams then. That's pretty cool. See, and this is also, this kind of comes back to why I wanted to create like a quote-unquote final boss for this game, because this game doesn't have like a true end. I jokingly said, like when we unlocked Andrews, I jokingly said, well, I mean, that's, I acted like that was the end because we had unlocked everything, and JJ wittingly said, what do you mean? The game's just begun. Because now we're running as the full length of what we have available to us. Of course, we're not running Walker. I have to make this asterisk.
Before you unlock everything, that's the tutorial. Once you've unlocked everything, then the game starts.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, the whole, like, unlocking everything and getting to, like, how the GLR runs, it's kind of, in a way, the whole fucking tutorial. And then once you get to that point, now, here's your railroad. What are you going to do with it?
Put everything at tier 5 and then go, that's too much.
Put everything at tier 5 and then get incredibly overwhelmed and go, I don't know. Ooh, there's modders adding industries now. I know one is working on a cotton mill. You see, okay. I could make an argument. If someone presented to me like that cotton mill one, I'm not going to lie. Just for the concept, I might, I would check it out. I might not use it, but it would be on, like, my list of, like, when I want to start modding, like, that's on my list. Like, right now how I view mods is, like, I'm walking through the store, I have my money in my pocket, I could buy something, I could buy any of them I want. I have that kind of, we have that kind of purchasing power. I'm choosing not to because I want to see X, Y, and Z. I'm not purchasing today. I might purchase tomorrow or next week or next month. I just want to know what is available and out there because I'm still at that point where I'm still enjoying the base game. And there's going to come a day where I don't enjoy the base game as much as I did. And that's going to, it's going to stink a little bit. It happens. And that's when I'll spruce up the mods and, I'll spruce up a mod. Like, I know one that I think JJ would approve of for me is the map mod thing. One of the map mods. I know, but X, Y, and again, it's an X, Y, and Z thing. Cement plants, that would be cool. Getting like the weird looking like gondolas for those too. Or doing like you said, wood chips. I feel like we kind of get that already though with the snowbird paper. And I think one of doesn't pulp technically act like the wood chips in that regard? I might be completely wrong. And if so, I'm okay with that. I can live with being corrected. Alright, so I got one to dig out here. I got one to dig out there. It would just be regular, like, these hoppers for cement. For, like, the talc. Honestly, I just can't wait till I can purchase a 90-foot gondola in this game. Like, I just need more of the rolling stock physically purchasable that is already available. Like, if I want to buy a fucking boxcar with the money I've earned for the railroad, I feel like I should be able to purchase a boxcar if I want. Instead of, I have to kind of cheat it in using sandbox mode, and I'm not totally against sandbox mode.
There needs to be a purpose for it, though.
Right,
You want to buy a boxcar? Sure. What are you going to do with it?
Right.
That's the reason why you can't buy them at the moment. Is because
you're right. That's what I'm saying. Is like that's something I hope that we get.
It's to prevent. The reason why they're not buyable now is just simply to prevent people from buying them and then complaining about wasting their money because there's nothing to do with them.
Yeah, see, like a grain mill too would be cool. But like that's why I proposed Asheville, because it takes us to, in this region, arguably the biggest city in the region. Asheville is a city of, I think it's like 200,000 people, 300,000 people. It might be a little less. It might be like 150 now, I'm thinking about it. But the point is like it serves as like the big point in the area. So yeah, like exactly. No, Doze, I like that idea. Like if you owned the freight car, I could own 10 boxcars. Assign them to contracts to the service for Locust Pin. And then run them to set their waybill to one of the interchanges, and then when they get to the interchange, they just fill up. They're just used, and there's like the goods are just dropped off, and we just load them up into the freight cars, our freight cars, and we haul it. And yeah, because of that, it would make more money per contract. I would and I know this game's got a long life. I know it's done reasonably well to date, as far as my knowledge and understanding and research has shown. Indications show that this game is in a healthy place and in a healthy state. So I feel like this game's got a couple more years ahead of it, so I feel like we're going to get a bunch of shit. I think we're going to see some pretty cool things. Industry-to-industry deliveries, so like Robinson Gap to blah, 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 blah.
It's something they're considering. What happened to... Oh, did I buy it already?
What's that?
Thinking I should... Yeah, I have. It's already in my library.
I think the next, I feel like the next updates, though, will probably be focusing on AI, models, buildings. You know, I think we're going to hit that phase of, like, we're going to start thickening out things. Because functionally, I mean, it works. It's all right. Yeah, like it would be cool to set it up with Robinson Gap to bring our cars to Robinson Gap and fill them up at Robinson Gap.
All right, I'm gonna jump off.
What's
as
that?
well. I am going to jump off as well.
Okay.
You're filling up the locomotive with
Yes.
the closed hatching. This game, why does it that let you do that? Makes my head hurt.
There. Happy now?
Close it again. I want to put in a thing. Stop this room.
Yeah, we got the interchange about to hit here in a minute. Oh, no, so Gizmo, if, you know, if JJ's got something to do or if he needs to take a break, I'm not going to hold him. We're grown-ups. Yeah, that's what I think this game's got a bright future. But yes, Gizmo, JJ is allowed to not love us. He's allowed to fuck off. Besides, he did just have I think you had some sort of like operation or some shit yesterday, did you?
What?
Didn't you have like a
No.
big test or some shit?
No, I went for an echocardiogram.
Oh. Oh,
It's an
okay.
ultrasound of your heart. It's,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
nothing,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's in preparation to surgery I'm having, but it's not surgery. Thank you for giving that medical information away.
I didn't. You. I had kept it clandestine and clean and presentable for the camera.
If I had any kind of operation, I wouldn't be here today.
That's what I See, that's what my train of thought was at. Was like you were probably in no physical shape to be doing a 2 or 3 hour stream. Like you were just here to hang out for a little while. That's where my head was at this whole time.
If I was recovering from an operation, I'd still be in hospital.
Yes, more than likely, yes. There are certain ones we don't have to go into the synopsises of it. There are like outpatient ones too. But my apologies. I misheard your information. So what I had interpreted in my head was not what was going on at all. I apologize. That was me entirely. That's why I'd worded it in a very clean way. That way nothing was said. I will agree to that too, Nodos. The devs do respond to their player base a lot more frequently than in other games I've noticed. Okay. Yeah, that's true. The number of updates they've given us is rather intense. Andrews, 58 cars. Silva, 51. Take a look at this shit. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's a mess.
All right, I'm gonna jump off.
All right,
I've jumped
brother.
off the server. Jump off voice chat as well. Good luck with those. How many was it? 58 and 56?
58 and 52, I think.
58 and 52?
Oh,
So
Jesus
good luck with that 110 cars.
I will catch up with you later, brother. Oh, that's a bit overwhelming. Alright, gang. Let's go figure this shit out, I guess. All right. Nice. Okay, guys. Think I'm gonna call it here. Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. Was I'm going to see you guys in the next one. I've been your host, Desert Fox. You all have a beautiful night. You all have been great. Thank you so very much. I appreciate the absolute shit out of it. Peace.